Previously on Bonnie Polder Vlogs, I practiced some modako, do a terrible job of drawing on a moko kauai and have to wipe it off and restart, and I make a TikTok. Stick around to see the rest of a very Māori day in my life. Okay, we're back. I've got a much better job here. I found a photo of my kapahaka performance when I went to regionals, so I copied that. And I'm with my korowai, and I got my taonga, my bone from my nana and my auntie. This looks way better. Like, this I feel like suits me and I look good like this. Yeah, I like that. What I have to go on before was just terrible. Okay. See, allegedly it's meant to go like this, but I just don't know. Oh yeah, okay, actually, no, that looks good. How do we tie it? I don't know how to tie this. I'm just going to do a double knot. Here we go, that'll do. Okay. Right. Awesome. So basically, the TikTok starts with me, looking like I did before with Marako, and then I like do a big hit, and then I'll like this with the transition, like, and I'll be like something of the sort. This is literally how I look best. Like, do you not think I look amazing right now? I do. I need to come up with like a Māori name for my my Māori alter ego when I'm like this. Te whanau, it is Editing Bonnie here. I just wanted to sort of interject here because that probably might have been like a what the hell kind of thing for a lot of people, but I've been looking into the traditions surrounding moko kauai, and it was actually quite common for young wahine when they got the moko kauai to get a new name, basically. Like, they'd be renamed. Not all the time, not everyone had that, but a lot of young wahine did get renamed when they became a woman, essentially, and got the moko kauai. I can't do that. Like, not necessarily like legally change my name and not go by Bonnie anymore, because I like my name. I think it's fine. I think it suits me. But I don't necessarily feel super connected with it. Like, it's part of my identity, obviously, and it's my name, but like, I'm not named after anyone in particular with my first name, so it's not like it holds huge significant value to me or anything. It's more just, it's a name that my mum liked, my dad picked, so it more represents my parents than me myself, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'm thinking when I get my moko kauai, I would like to be renamed, at least, like, have a Māori name, because I have no Māori names in my name at all. It's literally 3 Pākehā first names is my full name. Polder's not actually my real, well, it is my real last name, but it's not my legal last name. It is like my actual whanau's real, like, whanau name, but it was changed from Polder to an English name just because my grandparents didn't want to have to deal with all the racism. They were already having to deal with racism every day just for being brown, so I'm sure they didn't want to be oppressed on paper as well, and it's pretty annoying having your name butchered every time somebody says it. So yeah, I understand, especially back then it was a different time, but now I want to reclaim it. When I get married, I'd like to make us Paulders. Like I would really like my kids to have Pauder in their last name. Not necessarily their only last name, but I would like my kids to have Pauder in their last name. And you know, I really want to have a Māori name. I think it would be representative of me and who I am and my whakapapa, and it would mean a lot to me. And like even if that's just like, you know, my second name kind of thing, I'm very happy to still go by Bonnie, but it would be cool to be able to have another Māori name that I could go by as well. That would be cool. I'd like that. Wishful thinking, kind of. It's literally just like a bit of a dream at the moment, but yeah, I would like that. That would be nice. But yeah, that's kind of why I said that I just didn't really explain it very well, because it's not really like my alter ego. It's literally who I am as myself, but just being my truest Māori self, I guess. So that'd be nice to have like a name that represents that. Yeah. I'm like obsessed with how I look right now. Okay, I've learned how to put my korowai on, which is great. Oh, sorry, this is not a korowai. This is not a korowai. A korowai is a cloak that has tassels, not one that's full feathers. This is a kakahu. But kakahu is also the word that you use for clothes, so that's why I think most people call it a korowai, because it's very clearly like a word for cloak. But yeah, it's a specific type of cloak is what a korowai is. This is not a korowai. This is a contemporary kakahu, because it's got non-indigenous feathers and, or like non-native feathers, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these are dyed. But like, dude, I couldn't feel cooler. I really couldn't. Alright, I'm gonna go film this TikTok, and then I'm probably gonna do some poi or something for you guys, because I'm obsessed with how I look right now and I don't want to get changed.
Everyone underestimates me, but then they turn their back and I'm like, boo!
I just recorded my TikTok. It went very well. It took a few attempts, but we got there. I couldn't quite get it done the way I wanted it to, because by the time I'd come back, the first half had deleted itself somehow. So I couldn't, and I've not taken this off again for a while, so I couldn't go back and like refilm it. So I just changed it up a little bit, made it my own. Okay, we're going to try long boy today. Hopefully it goes successfully. Hopefully I don't get it in the face. At least not too many times. Right, we're going to start simple. kind of like skipping, like if you ever did a jump rope as the kid in school. Did you do that? Jump rope or skipping? You just have to use like one single person skipping rope to yourself. I don't think this is on. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's much better. Hopefully it was on properly when I did my TikTok. I just don't know whether it was. That's alright. Okay. But yeah, I feel like long pui tricks are a lot like skipping. Like if you could do that, if you could do it with a skipping rope, you can probably do it. I think that's where I got it from, because I'm sure I used to do this for skipping. Like you do a, I don't remember what it was called, I think it was a windmill or something. You'd like, and then put it together and go like that, and then pull it open again and jump. I thought it was one, so it's a little bit less. So it'd be like a jump, cross, cross, jump, cross, cross, jump, cross, cross, jump, cross, cross. No, that wasn't the crisscross. The crisscross was like this. Like jump, and then jump like that. Jump, jump like that. But if I do it while jumping, I'm just going to get my poi tangled. Basically like that. Jump, 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 jump. Ow, hit me in the back of the head. Christ almighty. I don't even know. I just don't know how to like not make them hit each other. Like how do you ascertain that that won't happen? Alright. I will take flow poi skills for that too. If you're a flow poi artist and you know any tricks or you know how to get the poi to stop hitting you, please let me know. I'll take anyone's tips for that. I'm a bit skeptical about getting non-Māori tips on poi, but for long poi, at least for tips like how to not get it to hit you and how to like not get it to hit each other, those things I think I'll take anyone's perspective. If they know what they're talking about, then that's good enough for me. Like if you do flow poi, if you don't know what that is, it's like rave LED poi usually, or fire poi even. Any of that kind of stuff, please let me know. You will probably know more than I do. I'm getting there though. I feel a lot more confident than I did when I first started, and I feel like I look a lot more confident. Maybe that's how you do it, you gotta move. Like you can't just be standing still, you actually have to be moving. I saw a really cute TikTok, and it was like, oh my god. It was a girl, a wahine, sorry, doing some poi to, I think, one of the songs from Lilo and Stitch, the movie.
I just had a lot of fun moving to that. I saw some wahine doing some lovely poi to that, and I'm pretty sure she's a Hawaiian Māori, or just a Hawaiian, not sure, because I know they do poi in Hawaii as well. I, low-key, high-key, think that because Māori legends say that we came from Hawaiki, and that was our, like, homeland. I'm pretty frickin' certain that that's Hawai'i, Wick. Pretty frickin' certain. Like, their language is almost identical to ours. There's only, and like, considering how far away they are, that's, you know, I'm pretty frickin' certain we came from Hawaii and then went through the islands, and some of us stayed there and some of us kept going and wound up here, you know. Pretty damn sure that's what happened, because I don't think it makes any sense for us to have just, like, come from a made up island that doesn't exist. Because, I don't know, the way our legends tell it, they kind of, well, to be more like the way that we're told our legends / history, that it doesn't exist. Like, it's basically a made up place, like a holy land kind of thing, and it doesn't really exist. I just think that's absolute rubbish. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Well, how the frick did we come from nowhere? How did we come from a made up island? That doesn't make any sense. No, I think what makes sense is that we came from Hawaiki, but Hawaiki is just called something else now. It's actually just called Hawaii now. That's what I think anyways, and I'm pretty damn sure I'm right. I do need to do a little bit more ethnological research, but honestly, I don't know whether that much has been actually done into Māori people specifically. Like, I feel like they kind of just take our word for it and leave it at that, but then they don't actually necessarily think that we're telling the truth. Like, they think that we're just sort of, well, the fact that they call all of our stories myths and legends doesn't exactly, you know, prove that they value our input or anything that we have to say. So yeah, I don't know, I just think pretty damn sure that Hawaii is Hawaiki, and that's where we came from. And that would make sense because they have literally the same customs as we do, pretty much. We call our mountains Maunga, they call theirs Mona. Like, literally the same word minus one letter. And they worship their mountains just like we do. It just doesn't make sense for them to not be literally the same place, basically. And like Hawaiians do poi as well. Specifically fire poi, and you know, obviously you don't start from lighting them on fire. That would be crazy. So this is, I mean, I'm just pretty damn sure that our actual homeland is Hawaii, and it's obviously just got too small for us. Like, we outgrew the land, so we had to move. So some would have stayed and kept the homelands going, and then some voyagers would have left on the wakas and headed off to the islands. And they would have found the islands, and same thing really, some would have stayed and made that their home, and I mean potentially they stayed for a while before they even decided to keep going. They might have stayed for a few generations before anyone else decided to voyage onwards. I don't know. Probably, actually, more than likely. Like, if you found land, why would you keep going? So, I don't know. I really don't think it's a coincidence. In fact, it's not a coincidence, there's no way. But yeah, I'm almost, well, I don't think that's where we first started though. Before then, I think we were probably either from Asia and went through Africa, or from Africa and went through Asia. I can't remember which way the ethnological advances look like as well. I think it was Africa through Asia and then through the Pacific, but I'm not really sure. Please don't take everything I say as like actual facts, by the way. I literally don't have any recent research that I've done or anything like that to back this up. It's just stuff from like when I was in uni and high school and stuff, and then like just, you know, things I've learned over the years from our histories. And I mean, just the things, like, we literally say that we're from Hawaiki. If we just look at places called Hawaiki, doesn't exist, but fact that our pūtako, I don't like to call them myths and legends because that means something that's not true. So I just call them the Māori word, which is pūtako, which just means our stories. So according to our pūtako, we came from an island. Well, it didn't necessarily say an island, just from Hawaii, which was an island of some description, which was, you know, far across the Pacific. And we travelled far across the Pacific to get to New Zealand, to Aotearoa. I don't know. I just don't actually think it. Like, I literally thought this since I first heard it. Like, since they first told me about Hawaii, I was like, isn't that Hawaii? Because it just makes so much sense. And then, and like, especially because I was such a huge Lilo and Stitch fan, like, I'm pretty damn, like, you know, I knew that they did poi and stuff in Hawaii. So, I don't know. I've literally thought this ever since I heard it when I was a small child. And the fact that I still think that's true, and the evidence that I've heard and learned since then only points to yes. Like, I'm just kind of curious as to why there hasn't been more research done into it. Probably because America doesn't give about their native cultures. That's probably what it is. We're literally just about one of the only countries in the whole world, at least one of the only Western countries in the whole world that cares about actually possibly the only Western country in the whole world that cares about their indigenous people and culture and like puts effort into it at all. Like, we still have a hell of a long way to go, and we are nowhere near even good. But we're significantly better than America, Australia, pretty much everywhere else that's westernized. The only other countries that have more culture than we do are the ones that are like predominantly like populated and run by indigenous people. So like in the islands and in like African countries and a lot of Asian countries, not all of them, but a lot of them. I really like doing this one for some reason. It's like the one I keep going back to. I need to practice this one though. This one's harder and I always screw it up as soon as I try and add the second hand in. It's just like, no. Okay. I'm really glad I did this because I feel like I've gotten a lot better just from standing here and talking while I just do moves. Feels like so much less of an effort. Okay, right, I think I've had enough now. I'm getting a bit hungry. I still don't want to take this off though. I think it looks really good on me now while I'm young. I don't want to wait till I'm old and then... Like, I still love it, obviously, but... Like, I don't want to wait until I'm 60 to get it. Sorry, I'm just like totally feeling myself right now. Okay, I'm gonna hop off now and honestly I might do some editing. I don't really feel like doing much else, so I might do some editing. That could be good. Okay, right, well, I think this will probably be the end. anything else today. No, not likely to do anything else today, so I'll make this the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, whanau. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment and share the video to your friends so they can see it too. Tag them if you can, that would be lovely. Make sure you turn on the notification bell as well, so when I post more videos you'll be notified and you can be one of the first ones to watch. Super appreciate you guys for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Ka kite whanau. That's pretty weird.